Okay, welcome back after a small hiatus. We are back with October, week 1. This is the Memery Hole, the show where we look at last year's memes and compare the situation to what's happening now.
Maybe we should watch next year's memes to be a bit more ahead of the curve.
I mean, I do think at some point we should abandon the format in favor of the weekly meme or something.
Yeah, I was thinking that actually.
People's, the weekly memes. Some popular Twitter handles like Comfortably Smug, get some memes, review the headlines.
Yeah,
we could be the next This Week in Stupid.
Yeah, it feels like things are getting stale and we're kind of repeating a lot of stuff because, yeah. What a great way to start the episode, but... Okay, this is
really well.
This is the final week of last year's memes. Next week it'll be last week's memes. let's jump in. Oh, let me just share the sound. Share sound. Okay. Trump puts candy bar on head of White House trick-or-treater dressed as Minion.
I was going to say that. Oh, it's a video. Okay, yeah.
Adorable. So cute.
Was it the Pirates of the Caribbean theme?
Also, dressing up your child as a minion for the Halloween should be considered child abuse.
Maybe it's not.
I don't know.
How do you know it's a child? I reckon it's not a child.
Is it Steve Bannon?
I mean, it's a dwarfism sufferer.
He has so many good festive memes, doesn't he? There was that one where he just tells the 5-year-old that Santa doesn't exist. He's like 3 years old. He's like, oh, you still believe in Santa, right? At that age, right?
Yeah. Classic.
Yeah.
Anti-vaxxers have dangerous theory called natural immunity. It's going mainstream. Mind melting. Anti-lockdown terrorists have a dangerous theory called outdoors, and it's now going mainstream. Yeah, there was that guy who's a Nobel laureate, right, who was saying that natural immunity...
no. That was the last time, yeah. It's never heard of the term natural immunity. The idea that B cells could be made to produce antibodies? That's crazy.
Yeah. We need to be vaccinated for everything. Absolutely everything, I guess.
You can't vaccinate against stupid, I guess.
Yeah. I do wonder what percentage of the population... Yeah, Jamie, could you give me the figure of percentage of people in the UK who had the second booster?
By second booster, you mean like the 4th shot?
Yeah, we're now double boosted. Yeah, I do want to know if prevalence, not prevalence, acceptance, not acceptance. What's the word I'm looking for? Participation. If participation is weakening as the booster count increases, I do wonder.
So they should start putting heroin in it so that people keep coming back.
I've only got data for the 3rd boost or the 3rd dose vaccination, which would be the 1st booster. So it doesn't look like the government are putting out the data on who's got the 4th.
Not a single person's got it.
So the 3rd
UK.
3rd dose or 1st booster, we're at about 60%, 65%.
Really? So they're not showing...
Isn't that because they've just rolled it out? So maybe that's why.
I don't even know. I don't even know when that's happened or if it's happening or if it hasn't happened.
Yeah, they're now giving second boosters. Apparently it's gonna be like winterly. Winterly? Yeah, every winter. Gonna be a booster.
That's the.
And they might even combine it with like a flu, COVID, all thing, like all in one.
Oh, multi-bang.
People across the country are lighting candles to honour Indigenous women, girls, and 2S LGBTQIA plus people who are missing or have been murdered. We must continue to work together, raise awareness, and advocate to end this ongoing national tragedy. From Justin Trudeau, who is starring in the new Aladdin film.
Arabian Nights, like Arabian days.
Yeah. At some point, they're going to have to like expand the amount of characters in the tweet, aren't they? They won't be able to keep up with that eventually. It's already taken up a sizable amount.
Well, no, that's when they're going to increase their Twitter character limit.
Yeah.
Why are there two Qs?
Queer and queerer.
It's queerer and queerer.
Questioning.
Oh,
No.
question.
Questioning.
2S is two-spirit, right?
Yeah. That's like furries, right? Is it not? I thought that's actually what that was.
I don't know. I'm not up to date with the
lingo.
Yeah. Just gonna say that the DLC.
They're already making excuses for the shooter. He got in a fight with someone. Okay, but who chooses to shoot people? White males are a problem. Hashtag Texas shooter. Hashtag enough is enough. Oh fuck, he's a person of colour. Whoop! Behold, our newest ad campaign. Are you sure this will help us sell more burgers? Burgers?
And look, like the difference between a stone toss comic and reality is like 6 months. I love how like the burger's not even in focus.
Yeah.
What's it say? The new Kiss Burger. Why?
Can you read Italian?
Why resist the temptation, I guess, right? Come closer, yeah.
Oh
yeah. Where is the temptation? Come closer.
I can't believe they haven't come from the Colonel yet, because he looks like one of those proper classic old school owners. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. How does he keep getting away with it?
My corner shop still has Uncle Ben's stuff, which I think shows that it gets its stock very slowly, because I think it got forced to change its name.
It's not called Uncle Ben's anymore.
Is it? Oh yeah, I think it's it's no longer Uncle Ben's, it's Ben's. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it in the shop, and then when I went to the supermarket, I was like, I went to go check, and I was like, oh yeah, shit. Yeah, that stuff old now.
Because the thing is that rice just refuses to expire. To be honest, I don't know what they put in it, but like that stuff's gonna be viable way until like 2030s.
CHALLENEGES deal. Easiest $1,000 I ever made. You think he's going to assault me? Sure, whatever. That's incredibly dumb, but also wouldn't work. I'm much larger than Joe Rogan, and I fought my whole life I'd end him, but grown-ups don't do that. I'll send you the PO box to send to the check to later. He's referring to Joe Rogan. CHALLENEGES thinks he could beat up Joe Rogan.
Yeah, so that was like someone trolled CHALLENEGES saying like, yeah, I think like I bet you $1,000 you won't challenge Joe Rogan to a fight or something like that.
And this is an example of Joe Rogan's kicks.
Joe Rogan kick. Yeah. Look at that.
What the fuck? I didn't realize he was such a machine.
Yeah, the top video is even better because he does spinning kicks as well.
Yeah, that video's like 5 minutes, so I just took that little one. It's all about that sound, though, isn't it? Imagine that hitting CHALLENEGES though.
Mm.
Like fucking, like
Yeah.
his belly would just like swallow his leg.
That's the thing. Like Joe Rogan may look like an angry egg, basically, but he would kick Cenk Uyghur's ass. Like, no, that's not even a question. He would pull a Candyman on Cenk Uyghur.
I reckon it'll be like that Simpsons episode where Homer starts taking the cannonball to the chest as his jog.
Oh yeah.
Just
I thought Cenk advocating for sexually pleasing a horse was the most insane thing he'd ever say, but claiming he'd beat up Joe Rogan in a fight actually tops it.
He did advocate for that. It was one of those it was one of those posts. It's like, oh, we live in a free society. I can do whatever I want. Kind of posts. The sort of left libertarian kind of shit you see on Twitter every day.
Politico's Bestie Woodruff Swan defends the FBI participating in the January 6th insurrection. Having informants at the sites of crimes is part of the way the law enforcement works. It's kind of normal.
Kind of normal.
Oh, do you remember that horrible article you sent me in the middle? He started off calling
no,
himself
that's not an
Candace.
article. It's a short story. It's a great short story. I hope you realize it's not real, right?
Obviously.
It's surreal post-Lovecraftian horror.
What's it about?
Elliot, I'd very much recommend you read it.
What's that picture meant to be of?
An amputated, yeah, exactly. It's exactly what you think it is.
Yeah, I gotta give that a read.
You know what that is in real life, though, right? That picture. It's a geoduck, which is like a mollusk type thing. You know those things that like Koreans and Chinese people eat for in mukbangs. Those big dick-looking things. Let me find a picture.
I was thinking it looked like a Haribo.
I was gonna say it does look a little bit like the Coca-Cola flavored Haribo. The way it's got that like light brown and dark brown tint to it. I always wonder how they managed to do that. It's a work of, oh my goodness. Sometimes I feel like mukbangs should be banned. Especially mukbangs when you eat like seafood that's still alive as you're eating it.
Yeah, they're pretty gross.
Is it true that like mukbangs originated in South Korea because so many people are lonely? So I'm basically saying like, okay, well, what if like they used to have a tradition of like eating together, but because everyone's so atomized and lonely, like entertainment people came up with the idea, well, why don't we have just people eating, like not even saying anything, just people eating, so you don't feel like you're eating alone in your own house. Just really depressing if you think about it. And the fact that it's successful as a format, it's really fucking grim.
Then they started getting weird on top of that as well. That's pretty cool.
I mean, this was the original mukbang though. Do you remember that video?
I remember this one, yeah.
And he's just there giggling the whole time.
Shout out to my man Nikocado Avocado whilst we're at it. You can subscribe to Nikocado Avocado's OnlyFans for $5 a month.
It's like £45 now.
What? Oh, is it? Okay.
More food shortages are coming, but please do not panic.
Please.
Don't write the article.
And that was last year.
Yeah, what were they? What were the shortages because of? I guess the petrol prices were going up before even the war kicked off, right? So
there was a good tweet about Liz Truss with her saying no to the sort of propaganda thing, just so people to turn the lights out sort of vibe. And someone was like, "Yeah, don't have to pay for a £15 million propaganda campaign when you have all the media talking about how you're not funding a £15 million propaganda campaign." They gave it more coverage than could possibly have ever been gotten for it.
Yeah.
If only that was smart.
Sorry, describing. Liz Truss is a Bond villain. She killed the Queen, then she tanked the economy. What's next in her nefarious list of plans?
Even shortages won't stop Aldi from stocking Christmas ginger cookies in October.
They did it again. They fucking did it again. Like 2 weeks ago, I went to Aldi and they started fucking stocking them up again. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're delicious. But fucking hell, it's not even Halloween and they already got a Christmas section at Aldi.
Yeah, you can't eat that with a right mind, right?
What?
Well, call me a deviant then. Basically, not a day goes by without me tucking into a Christmas ginger cookie.
In autumn.
I've started wearing a Christmas jumper. At the moment, it's just around the house, but we may get to the point where November rolls around and I'm gleefully going to work wearing a Christmas jumper.
Hey, we might not get Christmas again. They might decide to lock everyone down. What do you reckon? What's the likelihood that happens?
I always thought they'd do that again.
Cancel Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, you mean COVID lockdown, or I don't know, a climate change, or a Russia lockdown?
All of the above.
All of the above, yeah, I reckon.
Yeah, just to stoke the war spirit. They'll announce that they're locking us down for Christmas because of Putin. It's Putin's fault. Now buy war bonds or something, prop up the economy.
$1 trillion. Oh my god, I can't speak. $1 trillion platinum coin could be minted at the last minute to avert breaching the debt ceiling, the former director of US Mint tells Axios. This is not
the behaviour of a regime with another 100 years on the tyres. I remember reading about that. I was so confused. Is that you can just do that and then that works?
You can do that, but it doesn't work.
This is why I'm telling you, the elites are foxes, because they come up with this kind of shit. It's like, oh well, the law says you're not allowed to breach the debt ceiling. Oh well, but what if you minted a special commemorative coin that we arbitrarily set the value at $1 trillion, and then give that coin to ourselves, and then there you go, that's $1 trillion, and they're by the books completely, absolutely pristine. The law not broken at all. Meanwhile, like just as one last point, just as a point of comparison, a lion type elite would just say, "Yeah, we don't care that there's a debt ceiling. We're borrowing more." And then if someone said, "Well, hang on, this is illegal," they just send FBI to their house or something, right? Or if a bank refused to lend, they just send tanks into the bank and just take the money.
Facebook has revealed that the recent outage of its apps and services was caused by a Chinese state-sponsored hacker known as Juan Hujanus.
Bullshit. That's not a real headline, surely. Oh, no, it's not. I just spotted Twitter handle.
Blomborg.
Captain Nasdaq.
Right. Nearly had me.
Debunked.
Captain Nasdaq. Nearly had me there.
Oh, we had one of these. We have one of these every year, don't we? Where something happens to a woman, and then the women go on Twitter to make silly suggestions. Sure, we'll just flag down a bus while being violently abducted. Once again, the people in charge are telling women it's our responsibility to avoid being killed. How about telling men to stop attacking women? How about working harder to not employ violent men in the Met?
Oh, was this the was Sarah Everard or no?
Yeah, it
Oh yeah, that
was
is, it is
6 months
Sarah
after
Everard.
they
Yeah,
found out what happened to her.
Yeah, this will be after that. Yeah, yeah.
no, that was one long investigation.
They're just like the least libertarian of the two, aren't they? For sure.
Who?
The
I'd
girls.
say
Oh,
looking at car doors from the inside is pretty prudent advice. Like for instance, I probably wouldn't drive through like Croydon without my car doors being locked from the inside. I'm not an expert on crime. I also probably wouldn't post my location on social media, especially seeing there was this Vice documentary about man, these gangs are getting so savvy. They would add or like follow these kind of celebrity socialite accounts on Snapchat and Instagram. Right, the ones that have like Instagram photos with like Rolexes and shit like that, and then use the Snapchat locator or like see if they posted like an Instagram photo of we're in a club, right? To
Mm-hmm.
be like, okay, well they're in a club, let's go rob their house, right? And it's incredible. Like I was like, fuck. And obviously, I now do not have Snapchat or Instagram. But the fact they're like work out how to do that. Yeah, easy. Just follow a socialite, follow an account that like regularly posts, I don't know, photos of like expensive holidays and Rolexes and shit like that. And then just use Snapchat locator to check when they've gone to a club or you know gone out for the weekend and just rob their house. Fuck, it was nuts. It was insane.
Yeah, nice flip reversal. They've got this some guy brought out like an AI the other day that can when people tag themselves on Instagram, it then shows all the security cameras that are pointing them and goes to a live feed of them where they are.
Wow. Yeah.
It's like
Mind
it's
blowing.
that sort of vibe, isn't it? That sort of way of thinking.
Proper cyberpunk, innit?
Mm-hmm. Pip pop, what's all that then? Running from the officer of the law. That's a taste in that.
Very corpulent.
you better looks into the how about
Very rotund man.
the working harder to not employ violent men in the Met. That's what you're gonna get.
My goodness, that's incredibly rotund.
But what I don't get about this attitude is it's like look at like that thing in the middle is basically all the things people say that you can do to try and protect yourself. Like we even go to the trouble of developing color changing nail polish. But what do we say to men? It's like learn a martial art, and that's probably about it, right?
Oh no,
Defend yourself.
learn to run.
Or run. Yeah.
Unironically, like especially if someone pulls a knife, just run. Just don't. You're not Steven Seagal. You're not gonna disarm a guy with a knife. You're gonna get stabbed. So just run. Honestly, picking up sprinting will be far more conducive to your well-being than picking up a martial artist.
Should I just I'll cut in the is it Mo Farah the practice protein ad with him running. Practice protein. Practice protein.
I've literally never seen that ad. See, I feel like I'm like advertisement challenged. I don't know if that's the right word for it because I always like do my best, my absolute best to not see and block ads on all different media. Like I have not seen a YouTube ad in probably 1.5 years now, right? All like internet ads just blocked. Like I'm probably the least used to the regime because I don't even watch YouTube ads. So they can't even squeeze money out of me that way. So I have honestly no clue what you fuck you talking about.
It was a TV ad, maybe it was around the Olympics actually, so it was quite a while ago. Back when I used to watch the telly.
Was that the one where like for Virgin, where Mo Farah and Richard Branson are like posing? Or am I thinking of a different one?
No, it was just. Let me see if I can find it. Practice protein Mo. Yeah, there we go.
Isn't his name like Hussein now or something?
I can't find the ad.
He came out as someone different or something.
Who came out? What?
Is that allowed? Is that a thing?
He was like smuggled here on a fake passport back when he was a kid. And he like came out and was like, yeah, I'm not actually Mo. My real name's Hussein. This other guy's called Mo. I was trafficked here and then I was a child slave. And everyone was like, oh, this is such a good story. It's like, what? Yeah, but what about the child slave bit? Like, surely we want less of that.
Okay, I've got it.
I was going to say... all right.
People say, what's your secret? But there's no secret. You train a lot and you eat right, including lots of protein. Corn mince is a healthy protein source because it's low in saturated fat. Practice, protein, practice, protein, practice, protein, practice, protein.
And this is an edit.
Protein. Practice, protein, practice, protein.
You got to get that in a track. You got to get that in a track, right?
To be fair, that would make for a good beat.
Yeah.
Like, just started like practice, protein, practice, protein, practice, protein. That you could make that into 128 beats, but then
Eat the bugs.
Protein, practice, protein, practice, protein.
3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh, it's
7,
gone
8.
red.
Yeah, could easily make that into a beat.
Shame it was about corn.
Practice protein.
Yeah.
Practice protein.
I don't think. Yeah. Sorry, Mo. You kind of missed me with that corn shit.
73% of COVID deaths in the past 7 months are among fully vaccinated. But they would have died more if... yeah.
It's not surprising though when like more or less everyone gets vaccinated.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. That was the pitfall of not having like a control group to measure anything against.
But even then, surely, like, originally when it came out, it was, I can show you the video compilations of everyone just saying, no, the virus, even Fauci saying the virus stops, gets to you, and then it stops because you don't get infected. So there is no spread. And yeah, like that figure is just a glaring indictment of just how wrong that whole mentality was.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to forever ruin people's trust in vaccines, because now every time there's a vaccination campaign for anything, people are going to be like, is this like a normal vaccine or like a COVID vaccine? And I've heard people like, ask that, is it going to be like a normal vaccine where you just, have it once and then it's done, or is it going to be like a COVID vaccine that for some reason you have to have every 3 months, every 6 months, or however often, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they just sold it like flu shots where you need a new one every year because the strains change. And are flu vaccines similar in that if you get vaccinated for flu you're pretty much guaranteed to not get it, or is it still kind of leaky?
No. So the flu vaccine is well, actually the flu vaccine is always a bit of a gamble, because the way it works is every year, right on the tracks of the previous flu season, the people in the labs have to kind of predict what they think the sequence of the next flu virus will be. And that has to basically be done by like March, April, so that they can get all the manufacturing in place. So the vaccine will be ready by October, November. So the flu vaccine that's being manufactured and distributed now was in all likelihood devised 6 months ago, or based on predictions of what they think the flu virus will be like in December.
Yeah, well, that's why like the booster's like 2 or 3 strains behind anyway, isn't it? So
yeah. So there are some years where the flu shot really does get it right, and it does offer you protection. But there are some years where the flu shot just gets it disastrously wrong with the prediction of what the flu virus will be like. And yeah, everything goes to shit.
An unprecedented portrait of one of America's most vital public servants, Fauci, a documentary from National Geographic, is streaming October 6th, only on Disney+. Did anyone watch that?
No, I watched Tim Dillon's review of that, and that was it.
Didn't National Geographic get bought by like Murdoch like 10 years ago, and everyone was up in arms about how evil that was, and now it's on Disney, and they love Disney. Who owns National Geographic?
The Walt Disney Company.
Oh, okay. Maybe I guess other things have happened since then. Oh yeah, it joined Fox. Okay, then Fox. Then yeah, okay. So Murdoch was Fox.
Yeah.
The Virgin COVID-19.
The thing is that the documentary was filmed throughout the pandemic, so the esteemed Dr. Fauci, very, very glad, very on all this busy time, all this how should I say it? Despite being so busy with all the arrangements, trying to fight off this horrible infection, he still found time to film a documentary, which is so magnanimous of him.
The Virgin COVID-19 versus the Chad Nova 22. What sunlight? Loves lockdowns. Wears mask at home. Worships Fauci. Google Meet. Bathes in hand sanitizer. Lives in fear. Horse dewormer. Hates Joe Rogan. Hates neighbours. Loves government mandate. Booster every 6 months. Hates thinking. Someone else want to read the Nova 22?
Yeah, Nova 22. Hyper infectious. Kills all COVID variants, enjoys life without passion, goes to work, breathes unfiltered air, loves everybody. What cable news makes people hug?
So is this when Omicron first came out? Or is this are we a bit late?
No, I think Omicron was on its way, yeah.
Yeah, so I remember when Omicron first came out and all the reports. What's the name of the doctor who has a YouTube channel? Regularly posts updates.
John Campbell.
Yeah, that's the one. He was saying that symptoms appear to be milder, and Omicron could be like a natural vaccination, right? Because it's quickly the more infectious, weaker virus will outcompete a more hazardous
Big chungus.
Yeah. Less infectious but more threatening virus. And so everyone's gonna get Omicron, and everyone's basically gonna be inoculated, and that's gonna be the end of it. And everyone's like, "Yay!" To the point where there were conspiracy theorists, and this is amazing. That just as COVID was released as a bioweapon, that Omicron, that like after COVID was released as a bioweapon, the white hats, the good guys, the Qs, they took the sequence of COVID and engineered Omicron and then released it onto the public so that Omicron outcompetes COVID and then everyone's inoculated. So the white hats, the Qs, they stopped the pandemic by releasing Omicron. And that is a gigantic brain take.
Yeah. That's why I love him.
Yes. Should I compare the present situation to Nazi Germany? Are literal gas chambers involved? If no, definitely do not. Yes, did you lose family in the Holocaust? No. Is there some reason descendants of Holocaust victims can't speak for themselves? No, then definitely do not. Yes, still dicey, but proceed with caution. Did you lose family in the Holocaust? Yes, still dicey, but proceed with caution. Basically, don't talk about the Holocaust is what it's saying, right?
Well,
Yeah.
don't make unnecessary comparisons to Yahtzee. I mean, it's especially relevant now because, as it turns out, there are a lot of Hindus in Ukraine. I mean, they have to be Hindus because they're using that symbol, that kind of looks like two letters S that are superimposed on one another.
I saw the head of the armed forces had a bracelet with the symbol on the other day.
Indeed, yes, yeah. He's a devoted Hindu, obviously. Good, yeah. So devoted Hindus are fighting against the Orthodox Russians. Interesting conflict.
So Biden signs funding bill which includes $6.3 billion for Afghan refugee settlement in US. Remember cancelling student debt? They did though, didn't they?
To be fair, update. Yes, he did. But that story needs to be updated again because he actually walked back on a lot of this student debt cancellation. So it turns out it's only the people who have federal, as far as I know, federal student loans that are not privately held, that are not at the state level. So it's not really that many people who are going to be getting student debt relief.
Just give them one of those coins.
Yeah, mint a special coin.
Here's your debt relief coin. To be eligible, your annual income must have fallen below 125,000 or 250 for married couples or head of households. If you received a Pell Grant in college and meet the income threshold, you'll be eligible for up to $20,000 in debt relief. So that's not even like covering a year, right, in America.
Yeah, because like that's the thing. In a year of tuition in the US is like what, 50 grand or something. Crazy.
Oh my god, as well. Like, for example, if you're eligible for 20,000, but you have a balance of 15,000 remaining, you'll only receive the 15,000. So people who actually were good and paid more of it back on time are getting fucked.
I would not have been one of those people, but
Incredible.
Was there nothing given to them, like just to be like, oh, don't know, you can have another degree for free or something?
I don't know, but they have to apply by mid-November because it expires by the end of this year. So.
Oh my goodness! I can almost guarantee you.
But here's a dog shit degree in gender studies that you can have per gratis. Don't worry about it. Keep it.
I can almost guarantee you there will be people who will forget, like who are like so overjoyed that Biden's giving student debt relief, they'll actually forget to like submit an application and realize in December that they're actually not getting the money. Classic uni students.
So many people have done that. Yes. Yeah.
I'm a college philosophy professor. We don't teach socialism or even liberal political values. We teach critical thinking, evidence-based truth-seeking, global awareness, empathy, curiosity, and humility. DeSantis and others on the right face an enormous obstacle. Reality itself skews left. When people become more educated, they become more acutely aware of the suffering of others, and of their own moral responsibility to do something about it. Me-first ideologies wither in the light of wisdom.
My God, the irony of that last line is not lost on him, it seems.
Huffing his own farts.
Where did this like phrase come from, that reality skews left? Like, when did people start using that phrase?
I guess in the Bush era, it did, but now it no longer does.
Yeah, it's that you can't stop progress kind of way of thinking, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And then a little bit of it is kind of a priori thinking. Then I kind of almost circular reasoning. I am for this thing. This thing is good. I am a good person. Kind of all fulfills itself. Thus, it follows that anyone who's against me is automatically evil and against the forces of good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's even a Wikipedia article. Reality has a well-known liberal bias. Stephen Colbert at the 2006 White House Correspondents' Dinner.
There you go. You pretty much bang on, Bush.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Bush.
Gosh. A lot of it is fuck you, Bush, but also fuck you, Dad. I'll be honest.
Is that the Peep Show poem or something?
Yeah. What were we even doing in Iraq, Bush?
Unbelievable. I mean, won't this guy like stop and think that, an average person in the West is unable to afford a house, whereas by comparison, Russia's got like a 96% home ownership rate. Like in the face of this kind of a, I guess, indisputable fact. Like, can he not rethink his priors? Like, maybe the fact that, um, you know, maybe the fact that we haven't been to the moon. In fact, next month it will be the 50th anniversary of the last person to leave the low Earth orbit. Right? Maybe the fact that we haven't sent anyone to the moon in 50 years should be some kind of a damning indictment of his philosophy. Maybe the fact that we haven't produced anything um that could rival the great works of art. Maybe the fact that we're just producing, brutalist bullshit architecture. You know, maybe the fact that we now have to that a chemistry professor was sacked because medical students didn't like the fact that the chemistry course for the medical degree was too difficult. Like, maybe all those facts should at least make your eyebrow twitch and make you maybe rethink your priors. Like, maybe you're wrong on this. Maybe you're wrong on this. Maybe you're wrong on this, and maybe we're marching headfirst into a fucking dystopian society.
Doesn't
that
even
will
need
make-
doesn't even need to be
Yeah.
marching, does it? Because it's like if it's everywhere, even the slightest change in that direction is amplified by the many millions.
Yeah,
So
what the fuck is that?
it's the slow creep, isn't it?
This is the same guy.
Is it?
Everything I'll ever know.
College professor
Yeah,
wants to be a rock
life-
star.
Live Tucker reaction, please.
Whoa, there's plenty to cancel him for. Look at all this cultural appropriation in the background.
Got a feeling he's got double denim on as well.
And the
Uh,
what's that hat? What's it called?
Trilby.
Trilby. There's a lot going on in this picture.
There is a lot going on. Yeah, that little dancing man in the background.
But I was just trying to find a bit of where's he actually a professor at? Because it all comes up as his music.
Can you also add the image I just posted in the group chat?
Which one?
No, the one I just posted in the chat.
Oh, in this chat. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think this guy is a professor. He's just a
It
liar.
says he teaches philosophy. Oh no, you debunked him.
Oh, here we go. Oh, his LinkedIn. What's his LinkedIn say? Philosophy and Humanities Professor, San Diego. Offering lectures,
Yeah.
workshop concerts, and guided meditation sanghas throughout the San Diego region.
Just out of curiosity, since he's, giving us all that good shit about curiosity, humility, and kindness, has he made any spicy takes on Russia and whether, anything
So
about using nuclear weapons?
it's a lot of like hippie bullshit.
Maybe like search for
Well, like
keywords?
nuke them.
He's got a take on abortion. Every
Oh,
abortion
no,
argument ends
God.
here. If you support the state coercing girls and women to give birth against their will, then you are denying human beings their most fundamental right, the right to bodily
He's-
autonomy. If you
he's
don't own
just
your
gest-
body, all other freedoms vanish into the air. I thought the right to life was like the most fundamental human right.
He was just gesturing to himself there when he said, "Here's the argument for it." I am living proof that sometimes it's
argument.
okay. Yeah, sometimes it's okay.
Interesting. Right. Well, in that case, does he have any takes on mandates?
Like he's gay.
Oh, he's got a take on Elon Musk buying Twitter.
Oh, go on.
Now that Elon Musk has acquired Twitter and vows lifting freedom restrictions, does that mean Trump is back on Twitter? And will all the QAnoners and January 6ers swarm back in, asking for a country?
So such kindness, such global awareness, such curiosity, such humility, much wow. Very, very evidence-based truth. Much critical. Very dog. In fact, I might very well just make a dog meme like that and send it to you so you can put it in the show at the end.
Can you use his song as the outro?
Oh, wow. He's got a picture of Bezos hanging out with some hot girl saying, no, more money, not necessarily a good thing.
That's
Yeah,
original.
it's a lot of just hippie bullshit, to be honest, and then the odd shit take. I can't find any... if I type in Peter Bolland...
Anything to do with his actual job.
Peter Bolland... Ukraine. Nothing's coming up. Maybe if I put in Twitter as well. Twitter. Oh, missing Ukraine. Must include Ukraine. Please Google. I wonder why they're hiding this from me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is Brian Bolland. Who's Brian Bolland?
All right, I think now we're going a bit too far. So you're going looking for every motherfucker whose surname begins with the letter B.
Unfortunate surname, right? Just one vowel away from Bellend.
Belland.
I work with a guy called Ben Dungworth, as in like shit.
No. It's the Dungworth. To be honest, that Dungworth sounds like a Harry Potter surname. It doesn't sound like a real surname.
Yeah.
Mr. Dungworth. That'll be 10 points from Gryffindor.
10 points from Gryffindor. Mr. Dungworth.
Harry Potter. So you've been hanging out with Mr. Dungworth lately.
Are you into scatology? On the next episode of Otto's Tales, Otto and Dennis teach Jesus Christ about capitalism and the Second Amendment.
Oh, unbelievably based.
PragerU is peak cringe.
Nah, this is a great image. Blessed be the gun shop.
It's important to fight illiberalism on the right. It's entirely futile trying to fight it on the left.
No, ignore all of his takes.
Yeah, I feel
throw
like
all of his takes in the trash. His takes are just so utterly shit. It basically means don't police don't hold the other side accountable to the shit they say. Just hold your own side accountable, and also the other side also holds you accountable. Excellent, great strategy, fantastic.
Who is Dan McLaughlin?
Like a dinosaur of a bygone era, like some Bushite neocon who needs to step away from politics, just rent a house in Florida and be a normal boomer. Just fucking play golf and don't log on Twitter for the rest of your days, please.
National Review. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Speaks for itself.
Just in, hackers reportedly leaked the entirety of Twitch, including its source code and user payout information, because the community is a disgusting, toxic cesspool.
What happened to that? So, has no one used this opportunity to make their own Twitch?
Twitch hackers.
So they cast it into Mount Doom or something.
Cast the source code. Mount Doom. Yeah.
Fuck knows. I guess not. Breaking. Facebook
Well,
leaked
that
internal
sucks.
memos indicate the site was brought down by disgruntled systems admin Samuel Hyde, allegedly displeased with the path the company was taking in recent months.
Oh, we're about to get to the Facebook whistleblower thing, right?
Yeah. Facebook whistleblower Frances Haugen to say former employee an urgent threat to US.
She looks like the wife from Breaking Bad, doesn't she?
Skylar, yeah.
Skylar,
I
I
don't know.
am the one who knocks. There's been loads of Breaking Bad memes on YouTube recently. It's been a big resurgence.
I know.
Have you seen the?
Is it because of the movie that came out?
I reckon it's Better Call Saul probably.
Oh yeah, that too. To be honest, I'm still on like season 2 of Breaking Bad, so
What?
I can't get I can't get myself to watch it. I don't know. It seems more boring. Like but people say like, oh, it gets better after. You just gotta like endure the first 3 seasons, then it gets really good. But I really don't like that attitude when it comes to shows.
It does get
Yeah,
better,
I
but
mean-
I don't think the first 2 seasons are boring.
I don't know. I struggled through the first season. It's a bit difficult to watch. So now I'm on the second season. Still not picking up for me.
Pretty sure like someone put it into like a 90-minute film just through edits as well. So you just probably just watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a fantastic meme. Walter White playing Mario Kart.
Rainbow Road.
Is that Rainbow Road Wii?
Yeah.
Fucking hate Rainbow Road Wii. Yes, I really fucking hate Rainbow Road for Mario Kart Wii. In fact, I don't think Rainbow Road's ever been enjoyable
No one likes it though.
because it's just so easy to fall off. It's just really unenjoyable trash garbage.
Yeah, I think that's why it lasted, right? Just 'cause it was so. It's very Nintendo to make something which you don't enjoy, but you'll keep playing.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, this is basically the there's too much text on this page. This is basically when all the parents found out about CRT being taught in classrooms and becoming terrorists. Yeah, like journalists covering this press have been called terrorists, paedophiles, murderers, and scumbags. Press have harassed and assaulted members of the press, saying their nooses are ready. I noticed they didn't dare fact check these claims.
People don't talk like that. Yeah, people don't talk like that, do they?
Yeah, but also like, oh no, that's terrible that these parents were saying that. What were they saying that in response to? There surely must have been a reason.
No, they just shout at anyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone with one of those little press
possibly
press
cause
hats.
parents to say such vile things at a PTA meeting? Will someone please tell us the motive?
Yeah, anyone wearing one of these.
Can you? Oh, yeah. Anyone?
Let's do the edit.
Back in the day, 60s journalist hat.
Yeah, it means they want to press themselves against your kids.
There we go. Fixed it for the modern day. The modern day press hat.
What's that meme of like the nerd where it's like my lovely lady? It's like a fat guy. Pretend.
Oh,
In the
it's
trophy.
Fedora,
Yeah, there we go.
milady.
I haven't seen him in a while.
I think didn't we cover that recently where he was suffering from COVID? It was in a recent episode.
Was
The
it?
Fedora guy.
Was he?
Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
in
I'm so
Freaks and
glad he
Geeks.
survived. That I don't know.
Yeah, he was the fat kid in Freaks and Geeks with that disease that made him smell like fish.
Obesity.
Yeah, I got the article. He was hospitalized with COVID. Tributes are flooding social media for Jerry Messing. He's been hospitalized and placed on a ventilator.
He survived the vent.
Yeah. Jerry Messing. I think you said he's still alive.
I just didn't realise he'd been on a ventilator. I thought like literally 100% of people who went on a ventilator died.
Oh my goodness, he played Pugsley Adams in the Addams Family. Huh.
I feel like I'm respecting the hustle now.
Respect the grind, Sigma male.
There we go. There he is.
Still kicking. Finger licking chicken.
The Soylentific consensus versus the Interstellar GIGACHAD Dominion.
What game is this? This is another one of those Paradox games. Where, you know, Paradox loves to make these kinds of games. So you just have a gigantic map and almost no graphics. You just kind of move units around the map and
find some wormholes.
Yeah, so has Paradox made a space game? Paradox game space. Let's see. Stellaris, is that it? Is it Stellaris?
Maybe, yeah, that sounds like it could be it. I was trying to remember the name.
Stellaris gameplay.
Soy Jack, humanoid. Conformists, very slow breeders. Weak willed, weak, easily distracted.
The GIGACHAD.
So this does look like it's Stellaris.
Inward perfection.
Man, I had like I had a moment that kind of made me realize just how small everything is when I watched a video about how there are stars that are as big as the orbit of Jupiter, and then I was like, "Fuck!" Like not Jupiter itself, the orbit of Jupiter. There are stars that are as big as that, and you're just like, "Fucking hell!" So like we're so small and tiny and insignificant, and like the universe is just such a place of, I guess maybe not contradictions but contrast, right? Because like each star is gigantic fusion reactor, you know, at millions of degrees Celsius, and then you know, contrast that with like the final the edges of our solar system, like the Oort cloud, where the temperature is barely a couple of degrees above absolute zero. Like the temperature on the surface of Pluto is barely a couple of degrees above absolute zero, and it's like, yeah, fucking hell. Universe is so like I think the portrayal of universe in science fiction has been like the biggest psyop, or like one of the biggest psyops in history, because now everyone basically thinks that like the universe is just full of things. You go into space and you like five minutes of traveling and you find a planet, right? Another 5 minutes and you find another planet. It's nowhere near like that. It's literally possible to travel for millions of miles in a single direction and not encounter anything, like not even encounter anything close to you. Crazy.
See, William Shatner, when he came down, he wrote an article this week describing the experience, and he just said it was the most terrifying realization of the darkness and emptiness of space, when he's always looked up to space thinking it was exactly that, something really fun, exciting. And when I went up there, I just felt nothing. At the night sky. I felt terrified.
Yeah, because you look at the night sky and you think, oh shit, all the stars must be like really close to each other and really close to me, but they're not. They're really far apart from one another, and even further apart from you. I mean, some of them are literally thousands of light years away, which means you are seeing what they were like when humans weren't even like properly formed. Well, thousands, okay, but there are some that are like millions of light years away.
Yeah.
So you could potentially be looking at stars whose from the time where dinosaurs were roaming the Earth.
In the Interstellar GIGACHAD Dominion.
I want to be part of the Interstellar GIGACHAD Dominion.
Yeah, that looks like the one.
That fanatic xenophobe, but also a pacifist. Intelligent, charismatic, very strong.
Do not confuse humility for weakness.
Free spirits, hunter-gatherers. Why, yes, I am sending my colony ships to those uninhabited planets, after which I will close my borders so you can't get near them. How did you know? Okay. Next time on the Memery Hole. Well, probably not going to see these memes because maybe we change the format next week. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
So,
to be honest, nothing else happened. in 2020. I guess there was the Virginia what's it called? Governorship election, but that was basically it.
Yeah, maybe maybe I'll do at the end of the year. We'll just like do a little catch up of what else happened, or something.
Yeah.
Or throw in something. Or I'll look in the memes we had from last year and maybe like do one page of some good stuff that we haven't talked about if there's anything there. But yeah, let's go through these anyway. Brexiteers, when they suddenly start claiming Brexit was all about stopping the exploitation of cheap labour.
Well, I mean, moot point anyway, because all the goals of Brexit have now been successfully sabotaged with the departure of Boris Johnson. Now it's global Britain, right?
Yeah.
Global Britain. Global Britain in a global world.
You better start believing you're in cyberpunk dystopias. You're in one.
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I'm. Those are man-made horrors, well within my comprehension.
Where do you sit on the IQ spectrum this week?
I actually do know that it's the monster, so I'm actually really happy with that. It's a really nice ending for me to this.
No, but it's no, but so the idea is the high IQ guy recognizes that Frankenstein was the creator, but he is the monster for creating Frankenstein.
So I've actually slipped to the bottom rung now.
Nice job, Braidlet. Incredible.
Oh
yeah, Frankenstein was. Frankenstein is this idea of gothic horror / late romantic period horror. A lot of people started experimenting with the idea that basically the horror stems from most of the time it's represented as an abomination against nature, right? So Frankenstein trying to subvert life and death. Same with vampires, again trying to subvert life and death. So a lot of this sort of classical gothic horror is about something very clearly being marked as an abomination against nature, or abomination against Christian morality.
Written by a woman.
Yeah, Frankenstein is the creator.
Was that all? No, I don't know. Kind of.
What's this Elmo guy doing? What's happened?
Riots somewhere. Which beautiful, vibrant American city is this?
Zoom, enhance.
Portland.
Philadelphia.
I would guess. It's just throw a map at this point, isn't it?
So this is Philly riots. Okay.
It's funny, apparently
don't get me wrong, the Elmo mask is cute, but kind of there's always a temptation to be Donald Trump and put a candy bar on top of the Elmo.
What a way to tie a ribbon on this episode. We did it again. See you next time.
We started on a minion, we're ending on an Elmo.
That's as good as it gets around here.